Ladies and gentlemen, it's such a great pleasure to host yet another episode for Viking.TV in my beautiful island, the island of Crete. My name is Vangelis, and I will take you to the village of my forefathers to introduce you to authentic rural life, local culture, music and dances. Let's go. The main point of interest is the church of Santa Marina, built on a slope of a low hill just outside the village. I know it sounds hard to believe, but in mid-July the church receives a staggering 100 to 120,000 pilgrims, many of which arrive here from the town, having walked a distance of 7 or 8 hours to celebrate Santa Marina's religious festival. The street that leads to the church turns to this huge all-day and night open-air bazaar with dozens of food-selling venues and hundreds of merchant stations selling all kinds of products. My great-grandfather, who was Santa Marina's priest his entire life, built his house in the early 1900s in the outskirts of the village. We spend a big portion of our winters here, when snow-capped mountains all around create a gorgeous setting. This is a time when we harvest the family's olive trees that offer to us with generosity premium quality of extra virgin olive oil, Crete's liquid gold. For years, it's been our family's dream to restore the home of the Papu, to have a corner to go back to and rest after a day of hard work in the olive groves, and to also have a place to receive friends for our gatherings and for our family events. And now that we have finally managed to make this dream come true, we feel quite happy and honored to be able to host this episode of At Home for Viking.TV. The day begins with food preparations. Somebody has to start a wood oven, and guess who that is? In the meanwhile, my girls are preparing the meats for the oven. Local free-range animals, our very own extra virgin olive oil, salt flour from South Crete, and just a hint of rosemary is all you need for a successful, delicious recipe. With 30 pounds of lamb and pork slow roasting in the wood oven, our friends and relatives are slowly starting to arrive. Everybody has to help. So cousins and friends are dispatched soon after their arrival to fetch fresh tomatoes and other produce for our salads. Under the all-seeing eye of Stelios, my wood oven sidekick, our friends who just arrived volunteered to help with the preparation of the most delicious salads for our table.
Έλα ρε Θάνας.
Γεια σου φίλε Βαγγέλη. Καλώς σε βρήκαμε.
Να σε καλά, καλώς ήρθατε.
Κάνεις.
Έλα, πάμε.
Today, I'm very happy to introduce you to one of the most acclaimed young musicians and dancers of Crete.
So, Thanasi, this is the famous lyra of Crete. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be confused with the lyre of Apollo we know from mythology, the small harp. This is an instrument known to the islands since Byzantine times. Over 1,000 years ago, we used to play it. It's piriform in shape. It's typically made of walnut, and it has 3 gas or metal strings. It's played with a bow. Am I correct, Thanasi?
Ναι, βεβαίως.
And the bow is made with hair taken from a male horse. So, Thanasi, I think this obviously belongs to you.
Σε ευχαριστώ Βαγγέλη.
Να σε καλά. Could you tell us like 2 words about the lyra?
Η λύρα για εμάς τους Κρετικούς είναι το βασικό μέσο έκφρασής μας. Με τη λύρα ξυπνάμε, με τη λύρα κοιμόμαστε, με τη λύρα χαιρόμαστε, με τη λύρα λυπόμαστε. Παίζουμε με αυτές τις βαφτίσεις μας, τους γάβους μας, τα γλέντια μας και έτσι είναι συνέχεια μαζί μας και μέσα μας.
Πολύ καλά τα είπες. So, my friend, I think that the best way for our guests to appreciate this beautiful instrument is for you to demonstrate a short solo, if you don't mind.
Βεβαίως.
That was fantastic, Thanasi. What's the instrument you just played for us?
Αυτό Βαγγέλη είναι το κρητικό λαούτο.
Κρητικό λαούτο. Lute. Can you tell us a few things about the lute?
Ναι, αυτό είναι φτιαγμένο από έβαινο και το καπάκι του είναι από καρυδιά και το κρητικό λαούτο είναι το κατακόρον συνοδευτικό όργανο της λύρας που δίνει το ρυθμό και τον παλμό.
So, Thanasi, I guess the third instrument I'm holding in my hands is the mandolin that you mentioned earlier.
Σωστά.
This is a beautiful mandolin made of dark mulberry wood. This, Thanasi, is the evolution of the Italian mandola, one of the most ancient instruments we know in Europe since the Middle Ages. It has 4 double strings and a beautiful sound. Obviously, you are the expert. Perhaps you can demonstrate once more to our guests.
Right.
Could you tell us two things about the mandolino before you perform?
Βέβαια, το μαντολίνο εδώ στην Κρήτη Βαγγέλη είναι το κατεξοχήν όργανο της παρέας και της καντάδας. Όταν λέμε παρέα εδώ στην Κρήτη, εννοούμε καλό κρασί, καλό φαγητό και πάντα υπάρχει ένα μαντολίνο. Και όταν λέμε καντάδα, εννοούμε τη βόλτα από τη μια μεριά του χωριού στην άλλη, αυτός που παίζει το μαντολίνο με την παρέα του και η κοπελιά στο παράθυρο για να λέμε τα ερωτικά τραγούδια και τις μαντινάδες μας.
That was amazing, Thanasi. What can I say? I've really enjoyed this, and I'm pretty sure that our guests at Viking.TV will understand more after this short introduction, the essence of our local culture, our local music. But I think it's time to go outside and meet the rest of the Parea, because I'm pretty sure the party has started, and we should not miss all the fun. What do you think?
Συμφωνώ απόλυτα.
Πάμε λοιπόν, πάμε, let's go. What did I tell you?
Γεια σου παρέα. Γεια σας παιδιά.
Να μην φέρουμε τα παιδιά να χορέψουμε.
Εννοείται, φέρτε τα παιδιά. Όπα! Γεια σου Μητέρη. Το κόμμα τώρα. Τέτοια παρέα όμορφη, όποιος μόνο μεριάσει. Όποιος μόνο μεριάσει βαρέλια να έχει το κρασί, πρέπει να το ψωριάσει. Να χαγιάλε για κάμαρα, λίγη μαλάματένιο. Λίγη μαλάματένιο να βάλω την παρέα μας, που δεν την πω χορτένω.
Εγώ την Ειρήνη βλέπω.
Φίλε Βαγγέλη, καλώς σε βρήκαμε.
Να είστε καλά, παιδιά, καλώς ήρθατε.
Καλώς το βρήκαμε. Αμάν, φιλιά, καλώς το βρήκαμε. Φιλιά, καλώς το βρήκαμε. Του φίλου μας το σπίτι, του φίλου μας το σπίτι, του φίλου μας το σπίτι.
αφού έχει όλα τα καλά.
Guys, welcome to our home. On behalf of our family and our guests on Viking.TV, I would like to thank you for playing for us today.
Βεβαίως.
Should we show now our friends abroad a different dance?
Βεβαίως. Να ξεκινήσουμε με Χανιώτη.
Ό,τι θες.
Πάμε να Χανιώτη.
Πάμε.
This is the famous Sirtos, or Haniotis, the dance that got its name from Hania, as it was first performed in West Crete. It has 12 basic steps, and it is typically danced in a circle. This is the main dance for all our circumstances. It's quite usual at a large wedding or any other major celebration that each family or party of guests performs their own dance before others are accepted to join in.
So Thanasi, after this slow-paced Haniotis, I think it's time to show our guests a fast and impressive Malevizotis. What do you think?
Ό,τι πήρε Βαγγέλη.
Malevizotis dance.
Πάμε.
Πάμε.
This is Malevizotis, a dance that got its name from the area of Malevisi, just outside Iraklio. It is also known as Kastrinos, from the word Castro, castle, the name of Iraklio in medieval times. It is a fast dance, and the leading dancer has the freedom to leave the circle and execute spinning leaps, composing different moves and steps, improvising his own choreography. This dance is a pendosali. The word pendosali means the fifth step in the Cretan dialect. In 1770, with Crete under Ottoman rule and Russia favoring a potential uprising against the Turks, the famous Captain Zervogiannis saw an opportunity for the island to claim its freedom. As he wanted to spread the news that the time to fight had come without risking to be exposed to the Turks, he asked a local musician to create a new dance with his message coded in the number of steps, moves and music parts. Dancers were sent to every corner of Crete and delivered the news for the fifth step, the fifth uprising. attempt failed, and Daskalogiannis had a horrible end. But his memory survives in this intense, impressive dance that is a reminder for all Cretans that they should always be prepared to defend the motherland.
Μας τελείωσε το ποτό.
Έχουμε.
This last dance is the Pidiktos, an ancient, intense dance performed by the mythical Cretes in an effort to cover the loud cry of newborn Zeus in order to protect the baby from his vicious father Kronos.
If Zeus was born in Crete, and if the Cretes ever performed a dance to protect the infant, this is what that ancient dance must have been like. Hoping that you have enjoyed watching this episode of At Home In. Friends of Viking.TV, guests of Viking Cruises, thank you for watching. Looking forward to seeing you in our unique island in the very near future. Till then, stay safe. Cheers.